I would like to talk about the campaign regarding Pride for a moment because I have a couple issues with it. What I like about it is that in the app they're actually using statements from real people. They're not using models. So they're using employee statements, and the statements look like they're coming from a very genuine place. But I do like that they actually took the time to create a unique fragrance instead of pulling from the back catalog and slapping a rainbow on it. Like, they actually created a completely unique scent for this event. They also are donating $150,000 to the It Gets Better project, which is great. You know, put your money where your mouth is. I definitely appreciate that. They have a good variety of products, so you have a lot of things to choose from. If you're not into body care, then you can get a candle or a wallflower. If maybe you want something at a different price point or you don't really need any of those items, there are hand sanitizers. You can make a gift set for someone. You can buy a pre-made gift set. There's a lot of really good choices with the Pride campaign. They have also found ways to integrate rainbows throughout, and I do appreciate that. Like, it is nice to see something so cohesive in the mailing marketing and on the app. But I think some of the thoughtfulness behind the meaning of Pride and how that relates to selling products was overlooked or ignored. What I don't like about this campaign is there's no mention of gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual, intersex, asexual. There's no mention. They only use the LGBTQ+. They don't ever specify what those letters mean. They don't, no one ever, no one says gay. No one says queer. No one says anything. Like, they don't, it's just pride. Just pride. Okay, well, pride of what? Pride of lions? Pride in your work ethic? What are we proud of? It's not specifying what we're celebrating. Are we celebrating rainbows? I mean, rainbows are wonderful, but they have a lot of meaning. Pride is specific. It's gay pride. Like, it was to commemorate the Stonewall riots. Like it's important American history. How do we ignore that and still manage to celebrate it? You can't celebrate something you don't acknowledge. I was looking at the Bath & Body Works app today, and I came across a new section, and that's always very exciting to see something new on the app. And it's a series of employee statements. And I read through all the employee statements, and I looked at all the pictures, and in none of the statements is anyone mentioning how Pride is affecting their lives, how they are affected by Pride. No one mentions if they are a member of the LGBTQIA plus community. Like, no one says that. No one says gay. There's no gay, there's no queer, there's no lesbian. It's all like, is it inferred? Who are these? Like, we see their name, we see their job title, but how are they affected by Pride? And why did you have these people provide statements? Why are they the face of this campaign right now? It doesn't match with the other campaigns that they've already done. So when they did the Black History Month campaign, they showed black people. Okay. But you can't see gay. So how do you do that? I mean, how did you choose these people to make statements? And in choosing, did you not notice that there was no black people at all? Like, they didn't include not a single black person. There's one person who might be some kind of brown, but it's just white people. And Pride doesn't belong to just white people or black. It belongs to everybody. And if you're going to push the message of inclusion and everyone is welcome and love is for everyone, then show everyone. Like, show people who look like me. I want to see that. It's funny because when I saw those employee statements, I actually thought of something I saw on the Victoria's Secret Pink website where they had a whole bunch of different people, including a black woman in a wheelchair. And I said, oh, okay. Because wearing the merchandise that they had, that they were promoting for Pride Month. So I said, okay, like, yes, show, I want to feel like this is part, that I can participate in this. And if you show a bunch of white faces, then are we gatekeeping? Did you just forget? Could you not find any black people? Like, what happened? So something else that's been bothering me about this campaign is their first app ad. They listed all the colors that they used in the Pride merchandise, and it was their interpretation of what the rainbow means. And well, it made me think, like, well, do the colors of the Pride flag actually stand for something? And I looked it up. Yes, they actually do stand for something. Bath and Body Works pretty much copied the colors of the Pride flag, but they did change a couple things here and there, and it's like, well, why? Why did you change? In the Pride flag, pink was supposed to represent sex, but on Bath and Body Works, it represents love. Now, all the other things are pretty much remaining the same. So, is it really your interpretation if you just change one thing? Because, like, if that was schoolwork, that's plagiarism. You did not come up with anything original. Okay, I know it's hard to just put sex on a thing and sell it in a store without having someone come get you. Like, but if you're not going to acknowledge what the colors actually are, if you're going to reinterpret them, but not really do that much reinterpreting, then maybe just don't mention it. Just leave it out. Just leave it out. Just leave that part out. If it's going to be generic anyway, leave out the bits with the colors. You don't need to do it. You don't need to come up with your own thing, but only change like 2 or 3 things and be like, it's different. Because it's not. It's not different. It's the same thing. And also, you taking on some real liberties here, changing the colors of Pride to fit your meaning instead of what they actually are. So my other issue with Bath and Body Works, like doing the don't say gay thing, is like you're not acknowledging the current struggles. You're not acknowledging that there may be action items for people to help. You're not acknowledging what Pride is. So how do you get to use Pride? How do you get to use the colors of Pride? How do you get to use the enthusiasm behind Pride without even acknowledging why we're here? So the message gets kind of watered down into self-love and, self-care and, like, self-esteem. But Pride is about more than just that. I mean, it's, yeah, sure, you have to, there is an inward aspect, but Pride is a community event. Pride is civil rights. Pride isn't just, like, take better care of yourself. Pride is about taking better care of each other. And how do you can celebrate by yourself. You can. But if we're having something in a store for everybody, then isn't this a group project? Shouldn't we know what we're working on? Like there's nothing here to make a connection between the fragrance and the event. It's just rainbow fragrance. To do what? So is this a good campaign? Sort of. It uses real people. That's always a plus. It actually exists. The Bath and Body Works did create a campaign for Pride, so that's wonderful. The products themselves are special but not segregated. They're actually integrated into the store, so they make sense within the store. It's a good amount of products, and the fragrance is good, and the products were readily and easily available before June. I didn't have to go hunting through the website to find them. But the campaign really isn't that good. Like, they never said gay. They never said lesbian. They never said bisexual. They never said transgender. They never said queer. They never said intersex. They never said asexual. They never said anything. They just used letters. They just use letters. That's it. And the real people that they had discussing how they feel, and not even sure if it was about pride, didn't say gay either. So are you connected to this community, or are you just some associates they stuck the face on an app and called it a day? Where's the rest? How do we know that you are affected by this? And how do we know that this is meaningful to you? And if you don't show why this is meaningful to these employees, then what are you doing? What is the purpose? So when you don't mention what Pride is for and why you are celebrating Pride, all these self-care and like love yourself moments, like is it for Pride? Is it for, there's other things happening right now. Like, is it graduation? Is it Pride? Is it Father's Day? Why are we proud? Like, what are we celebrating? If you're not going to say gay, then don't. However, you really should not be profiting off of gay dollars. You really shouldn't. Or you shouldn't be profiting off of ally dollars. Because some of the stuff that you're selling, I think is actually for people to feel better about, like, yeah, I support gays. I bought a gay candle. Okay. What did that do? What does that mean? It's not actually giving me any kind of like feelings. I'm not learning anything. It's just come buy this rainbow stuff and then get out. So is it possible? Can capitalism even provide a platform for change and sell stuff? Yeah, you can do that. But again, you're going to have to put a little bit more on the line than just some cute packaging. You're actually going to have to say gay. You're going to have to be willing to take a chance and risk making a mistake. But without the risk, there's nothing. This is diet lemon water. Like there's no substance. It's cute, and that's great. I love cute. The fragrance is cute. The packaging is cute. The message is lacking. So in the end, it really is what Bath and Body Works tends to do really, really well. And I only say this because I say this out of love, but Bath and Body Works does ambiguous but enthusiastic better than anybody else, which I think is actually the cause of a lot of their problems. Like, pick a side, pick something, choose something, decide something, because you can't do both in this. You can't support the gay community and be worried about the Karens. And you shouldn't be worried about the Karens. The Karens will be back. The Karens are just as basic as Bath and Body Works, and semi-annual sales coming, and they'll be right up under you for that. And Halloween's coming, and they'll be right up under you for that. And Christmas is coming, and they'll be right up on you. You're not gonna lose the Karens. They're not. They're not going away. They are literally the pumpkin spice contingent. Like, don't worry about them Karens. All of the gains that the gay community has made since Stonewall are being rolled back right now. So we don't have the luxury of just putting a rainbow on something and be happy about it. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Like, literally, they're trying to take away sexual orientation protection at work. So what are you saying to your employees? And I mean, I'm not even worried about the customers right now. Like, what are you saying to your employees when you give them this wishy-washy nonsense? Pick a side or don't. But when you don't pick a side, we notice. When you don't make a declaration, we notice. When you don't say gay, we notice. The absence of the actual issue is noted. It's loud. It's stark. It's obvious. And we don't have the luxury of playing around in the margins. We're not in that place anymore. If you want to profit off of Pride, you have the power to actually say gay. No one's going to question you. The people who are going to question you were already questioning you anyway, but they still bought them body sprays. I trust and believe that. So it's very disappointing, and it was kind of a blow to see this campaign kind of fizzle into what it's become, because I love the scents. I love rainbow waves. I think it smells great. I love the design. It does make me feel very, very happy. Like, it's giving everything to me that I want from Bath and Body Works, but no substance. Thank you for listening. I hope that Bath and Body Works gives us more later in the month. But if they don't, I don't really know.